thank you very much for coming today to France. Could you just tell us who you are and exactly what you do and what Global Entrepreneurship Week is?
Okay. Bonjour, je m'appelle Tom Bewick. Hello, my name's Tom Bewick and I'm the chairman of Global Entrepreneurship Week and also the Director General of Enterprise UK, which is the host body in London responsible for the Global Entrepreneurial Campaign, which kicked off this year on the 15th of November, and it's been the best global campaign we've had so far. The third year, over 104 countries are involved in Global Entrepreneurship Week, including France and the United Kingdom, and it's been a record year for the numbers of participants and the numbers of events. 10 million entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs around the planet have been involved this week, along with 40,000 events. And on Monday, which was the launch of Global Entrepreneurship Week, for a fleeting moment on the Twitter sphere, social media, Global Entrepreneurship Week was the third most talked about thing on the planet.
So that is very good news for all the entrepreneurs all over the world. But could you tell us a little bit how French entrepreneurs perhaps are seen like overseas and perhaps in the world? Have you already heard about other entrepreneurs talking about French entrepreneurs?
Well, one of the great things about Global Entrepreneurship Week is it is about building this global entrepreneurial movement. So we are in touch with aspiring entrepreneurs and educators and business people, as well as politicians all over the world through social media sites, but also through programs like Speed Networking the Globe. In terms of my observation of the French entrepreneur, apart from obviously paying tribute to the fact that you invented the word, and I live in London, which is probably the fourth largest French city in Europe, I look to obviously the French entrepreneur to come up with all those creative ideas, and that's something, of course, French people are very famous for around the world.
You participated in Global Young Entrepreneur Summit last year in Toronto. We are very happy to host the Young Entrepreneur Summit next year in France in November. Do you have a few wishes for us in France, or do you have a few ideas of what you would like to be seen held here in France?
I was at the G20 summit in Toronto earlier this year, and when you look around the world, the number one problem facing all governments in all societies is the amount of young people, particularly, that are unemployed. There are 280 million young people across the G20 that find themselves unemployed, and this has never, ever, ever been a better time than to look at this issue of young people and entrepreneurship, because it's clear that the education systems that we have across the world are not producing people for the jobs and for the businesses that we need to create in the future. And one of the slogans that we've been using in the United Kingdom this week is we've been saying that it's time for government and entrepreneurs and young people to make a job and not just take a job, and that's going to require a huge shift in our mindsets around the world in terms of the education systems that we have.
What would be your claim for entrepreneurs?
My claim? As in, what do you think is a characteristic of entrepreneurship?
Yes.
I think the biggest characteristic of an entrepreneur is someone who takes calculated risks. They are resilient, they're full of ideas, and importantly, they never ever give up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Caroline.